Have you ever lost that spark, that intense fire of motivation to grind at whatever it is that you had so much motivation for, to be the best like no one ever was? Wrong. I have, and right now it's a little poor excuse of a flame called Fortnite competitive. And to be honest, if something doesn't happen anytime soon, it's going to emper out, and I'm going to abandon competitively a game I once cherished very much. So I took it upon myself to do what any other person would do in this situation, if they had the opportunity to. I went to where it all started, where the competitive origins began. That's right, Fortnite World Cup. What kind of? I went to their mini World Cup version called FNCS Invitational to see firsthand if Fortnite competitive is dead. Plus my experience of the whole trip. After many hours waiting at airports, 2 flights, the traumatized look I showed to all the flight attendants who passed by me for every turbulence we had, and my sleep-deprived body that's only motivation is to be safely on the ground, from the lands of the Khaos, we are now in North Carolina. North Carolina, I'm inside. And let me just say, wow, North Carolina is a very nice place. Our Uber driver even told us casually, yeah, you can get nice apartments here for about $6K a month, so it's not bad. Excuse me? Now, I don't know if this is true and I'm too lazy to research, but if you're from North Carolina, let me know. Anyways, we found out that our hotel was in literally walking distance of the convention center. And yep, it was at this moment where I was honestly getting excited, but it didn't beat the excitement to finally rest in bed. A questionably spicy meatball sandwich and 14 hours of sleep later. The day has finally arrived. FNCS Invitational. Fortnite's first official LAN event since World Cup. There's probably going to be an insane line when we get there, and it was absolutely no one. I mean, yeah, we're kind of early, but I didn't expect us to be first in line. I love how they just gathered a bunch of people up to make it look like a huge line was awaiting for the event. So that's how they create the fear of missing out. Interesting. The moment we all have been waiting for. The doors have opened. We are in an official arena organized by Epic Games themselves. We got these cool pins when we entered. There was official merch, a place to see the trophy up close, some peelies that weren't really officially from Epic, I think, a Mr. Beast Burger collab, which if you're wondering, I give it a solid 7 out of 10, and that's about it. I mean, a part of me is a little let down because I was hoping for some cool interactive activities like how they had in World Cup, which was a thing if you didn't know, but we didn't. We got some interactive questions. Yay. And I know it's not too much at a first glance, but honestly, we're here for the tournament and the players. And let me tell you, I love how Epic showcased all their personalities and brought them to light. They were locked in, focused in, while other players, I have absolutely no idea what's going on in their head. The matches finally have begun. The atmosphere of the event, the live action, the intense endgames, the reactions, the crowd cheering on the players. Viewership was at an all-time high. I was absolutely hyped. My only complaint was that the hype momentum was kind of buzzkilled when they took forever to start the second match. It was so awkward after we built up so much hype to supposedly start the second match.
Our battle bus is out of gas and we power it with hype. So
it's beautiful out there. It's time for game number 2.
Thank you guys so much. We're trying to get our players back on that battle bus so we can start game number 2. Now that we have a moment here to just breathe.
Nice save. At the end of the day, it ended up looking like a horse race with 3 teams from EU aiming for that trophy. I know what you're thinking. Awesome, Khaos. You got your motivation back. Motivation, yes. Spark, no. What? Okay, sounds confusing, I know. Or maybe not if you've been in the same situation as me, but to me, it's crucial. Let me try to explain. Anyone can be motivated to do things, and it comes and goes like a phase. And in this case, I think all this eye candy that has given me temporary motivation. That dopamine endorphins boost. But that spark, that fire, that determination to grind every skill and not to give up even when you fail, that is still wavering. And to be honest, I don't even know if I will get it back. Ever. Either way, there is still one more day to give my final thought. So after a spicy sushi roll and a shady Fortnite bus that kept appearing out of nowhere. And a good night's rest, the final day has arrived. Again, first in line, got a random Starbucks drink. It was good. Shady Fortnite bus is back. More cosplayers. Got a free t-shirt from a signing booth I forgot to mention from the day before. If anything, I was more nervous of how I was going to feel at the end of today's event. Will I find that spark? Is this the end of me taking Fortnite seriously for competitive means? What was that Fortnite announcement they're hyping up? Will Malibuca's team make a huge comeback? We will know by the end of today. The final 6 matches are underway, and the best players around the world are playing their heart out.
Veno goes down. It was so close. Queasy from first to another first.
1v2 situation. No. EU strikes again with Zeddy and Cammy.
Into the zone they go.
Lead takes their 4th victory royale.
And with only 1 match remaining, it's looking like a photo finish between first and second with only 12 points apart. Queasy and Veno versus Cammy and Seti. And I know this sounds exciting, but in this situation, it usually ends very anticlimactic at this point. If you never played Fortnite competitive before, let me explain what I mean the simplest way I can. You land in a specific spot on the map because of your consistency in said area. Then you need to out-survive a lobby of 100 players for more points. And then to deal with the pressure of the ever-increasing health-draining closing storm circle that forces you to rotate on the huge map. So this praises strategy, well-timed rotate, the best fighting skills you can muster. But a huge factor of battle royale games like Fortnite is randomness. RNG, as you would often hear. Even though you have near perfect strategy, mechanics, aim, reflexes, the RNG can be too much for even the best of pro players, causing a loss that is out of their control. And the biggest contributing factor of RNG in this game, in my opinion, and I believe many others agree, is storm circle pulls. So when the storm circle appears, you already know who is going to win, or more likely to win, because where it pulled, given the other team a huge advantage, and in which you just need to outsurvive the other team, which anyone can easily grief, or RNG can just be too much for you. So what I was expecting was a whimper of an elimination in between rotates that we may have not even seen on screen, and we would have just saw on the kill feed. And to me, that would have been pretty anticlimactic, in my opinion. Anyways, but was I sure wrong? And I'm glad I was wrong. The unexpected happened. Something I haven't personally seen or anyone ever in a Fortnite tournament before.
Building with Mr. Savage had that best drop at that time. What is this? What is this? Queasy, Veno are trying to take it by force.
You only win in one way, and that's taking that.
The Mad Lads, Queasy and Veno, who are in second, landed on them. They decided that an off-spawn match on their enemy territory was their best chance for first place. This goes against everything that is meant to be consistent, mind you. I can safely say anyone who cared about Fortnite competitive could not take their eyes off the screen for the anticipation of the outcome. The arena went absolutely crazy. No one expected to see a top moment in Fortnite history just now.
He's trying to bait the revive so that way Cammy might peek. Breaks through the wall. Shot's gonna be fired.
We had our crowning champions, and it was literally in the moments after that happened, the realization kicked in. Fortnite isn't dead. Well, I'll get to that more later. More importantly, I forgot how hyped I can be for Fortnite because I haven't been that hyped for Fortnite in forever. It sounds kind of funny, but the best way I can explain it, it reminds me when you're barely playing Fortnite for the first time, trying to get your first victory royale, full of nerve-wracking palpitations and excitedness, and more importantly, for that spark I've been looking for that I honestly did not think was ever going to return. It's back. And now it's a flame that will provide plenty of motivation to keep on with my competitive goals for now. As long as Epic doesn't do anything stupid. Questions I get a lot since I went to the event. Is Fortnite dead? No, definitely not. I really do believe with the comp community, it does have something going for it, but it really is up to Epic to really care for it and have its feedback with its players, as I still think Fortnite is in a fragile state for the casual competitive community. So no, not dead. For the competitive community, that is. Was the event worth going to? Yes, 1,000 times yes. Especially if you're into competitive Fortnite. Because honestly, watching the event with a whole arena who share the same interests as you and passion, it's quite motivating. It's pretty much how peeps go to a football game, basketball game to show their support and be really immersed in that environment. What was that announcement they had? It was just to announce that a new map, Chapter 4, is coming next season, which is pretty hype. And vaguely said that they will return in 2023 for possibly hinting future LAN events. Did you meet any pros? Yes, it was actually one of our main missions for Jackie, the bull, to get a picture with Malibuca and Merstach. Malibuca is very chill. Side note, it was kind of lame that their win being last was overshadowed by first place being crowned as champion. But don't worry, Malibuca. If you heard 2 people screaming their lungs out after you won, it was Khaos and Jackie. Did you really had fun? I am very honest with my emotions, so yes, I can say truthfully I had tons of fun. Even though I put both the chicken and bull through so much, it was an experience I will never forget. So how did that Fortnite moment got your spark back exactly? To be honest, it's kind of simple. I've always had a competitive passion for Fortnite, but it has been dwindling so much lately. I kind of forgot why I was trying to get better in the first place. And when I snapped out of my tunnel vision moment, I realized that subconsciously, I really enjoy Fortnite competitive at its core and that I want to be part of it one way or another. As frustrating it is at times, I really do want to be a top tier player. Now that you have your spark, what's next? Now that I have my spark, not only am I going to truly try my best in competitive Fortnite 2023, but not just with mediocre motivation, but with passion and the intent to win and get better, and we will see where that goes. Now I have a question for you. Have you ever lost that spark in something that you once just was obsessed with within healthy limits? Did you ever try to get that spark back or just gave up on it? I know everyone's different, and I honestly thought 100% certainty I was not going to get it back just by going to a Fortnite event. I think I just got lucky to get it back, but either way, I'm glad at least I know I tried instead of just giving it up completely and not knowing if I didn't try at all. So if I can leave you peeps with words of wisdom to take home with, you will never know unless you truly wholeheartedly try.